This video was filmed at the 2010 Yo Organizing Disabled and Proud Disability History Campaign Summit Yo, held at the Sierra Health Foundation Grizzly Creek Camp. Youth are sitting in front of a disability history display. Interspersed are photos of youth at the Yo Summit, testifying at the state capitol, marching for disability history at Disability Capital Action Day, speaking at rallies, receiving awards, and having fun.
Why should disability history be taught in schools?
I think disability history should be taught in schools so students with disabilities and future generations don't go through the same types of teasing that we have while we were growing up.
Because I believe every person with a disability should know about their own history, and it'll also educate other people to learn about the history as well, so nothing will be left out.
Well, I think it should be taught because when I first participated in YLF 2 years ago, I had no clue about our history. And one example I can say was when I was in high school, I would be very ashamed of my disability. And 2 years ago when I participated in YLF as a staff, I learned a lot of our history, and also I came out really changed. And yeah, that's why I think it is.
Disability history should be taught in schools because whether you have a disability or not, if students are able to learn about the leadership and efforts and achievements of the disability community and how we received our rights, I think that a lot of there will be a decrease in discrimination, hopefully, and the stigma towards the disability community.
Disability history is important to me because it gives, allowing me to show this to people gives me a sense of comfort for where I belong, what I'm a part of, a stronger sense of what my community really is. And it also kind of gives a sense of validation rather than, poor me. I think it also will give other people a chance to see me as an individual rather than part of another world, someone part of another world. And I think that's great.
I think disabilities should be taught in school because other people about disabilities and they will really know how to handle people with. Thank you, disabilities.
Okay, well, disability history should be taught in schools because it's important information that needs to be taught to people without disabilities and people with disabilities. It's just like every other history lesson that's been taught in school. If it's important, it should be in the history books.
Disability history is important to me because the fights that we've gone through or that other people have gone through for our rights, it's part of me. It's a part of who I am. And without them having done that, I wouldn't have been able to be who I am today. It is also important to me that it be taught in schools because I think it's important that people know, that I know and other people with disabilities and without know that it's part of who we are. It's part of our culture. It's part of our community. And they teach civil rights from almost every other aspect, but ours.
There is such a stigma with the greater public that we are helpless and voiceless and that we need them to do everything for us. If disability history is taught in schools, then we can show other people and ourselves that we are able to get changed by ourselves. Not to mention, it strengthens our identity as a community.
This video is dedicated to California Youth with Disabilities who organized the past Disability History Week, ACR 162, Bell 2010. California is the 24th state in America to pass such a law or resolution. Special thanks to Sarah Musavian, Monique Garcia, Raul Carrell, Ali Cannington, Anya Fatau, Caesar Saborn, Destiny Woods, Kevin Kaufman, Jaquay Bryant, James Henderson, Catherine Keller. We would like to thank our funders and sponsors. California Health Incentives and Improvement Project at San Diego State University. California Department of Rehabilitation. California State Independent Living Council. Consumer Attorneys of California. And Sierra Health Foundation.